Hey YouTube, welcome to the first deck profile on the The-Duel-Mafia YouTube channel. We're going to have about 12 to 15 guys posting on this channel, so check back for more videos from varied duelists who have a lot of different play styles. I'm starting off with this 4th place in a local 20-person tournament, Paleozoic Frog deck profile. It 2-0'd Blue Eyes, 2-0'd Gee, and 2-0'd a random burn deck, and then I lost out to PK Fire, but it did pretty good for that tournament, and not enough people are doing deck profiles on this, so I thought I'd share it. So first off, you run 3 Paleozoic Pichia, and you're going to run 3 of every Paleozoic because you just don't have enough of them here in the TCG yet. But this one's unique effect is you can discard a Paleozoic and draw 2 cards. And then the effect that all of them share is, while it's in graveyard, if you or your opponent activates a trap, you can chain this, summon as a level 2 Aqua Water type, 1200 attack, 0 defense, and it's unaffected by monster effects, and it's just a monster, it's not a trap. And I use that to overlay into your Xyz. And then you run 3 Paleozoic Canadia, this is Book of Moon, and then it has the same effect to summon it as a monster. Then you got 3 Paleozoic Onoids. This is basically MST for the deck, and then again, when a trap's activated, summon it as a monster. And then your last Paleozoic that they got out right now is Hallucigenia, and it's a shrink. So target either player's monster, cut its attack and defense in half, and that's pretty good because you can trigger it almost any time to get another Xyz material out. That's it for the Paleozoics. Then you got 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance. This shuts down a lot of decks. It can shut down Monarchs because they got so many spells that they got to run through. Blue Eyes because they got to do their trade-ins, their melodies. So it slows them down. And then, of course, it just shuts down Pendulum decks. Then you got Shape Sister. She was actually fantastic today because you would activate her, chain a Paleozoic Engrave to summon it, then summon her as a level 2. And she's also a tuner, but I never used her for that. But then you can overlay with them, and that's just fantastic. 3... Legacy of Yatagarasu. It's just a draw 1 card, and then also you just chain from grave your Paleozoics to get them out, and really you just want easy traps that you can activate at any time to really use. And then you got 3 Reckless Greed. It's just, you just want to dig through this deck. You really got to get to your plays. And you want to be able to set as much as you can. Breakthrough Skill. It's just another one to get your effects off, and of course you just need that negation. Bottomless. You run this over Solemn because it's not a quick play, and you can't chain to quick plays to summon your monsters, so this still gets rid of them. For the most part, that worked really well. And then last trap is Storming Mirror Force. People just didn't expect it. They saw this back row, and they kept thinking it was just like draw cards and Paleozoic, so they'd swing, I'd bounce all their stuff, and get to summon a monster. So that was pretty great. And then for the spells, I run 1 Raigeki, because it's Raigeki, and it just wins games for me. And then 2 Twin Twister, because you want to get rid of that back row. I had guys citing Royal Decree all day, and I kept hitting it, luckily, with this before it could do any harm. And it just worked out really well for me. Then that's all your spells. So then you go into your monsters. You're running 3 Swap Frog. He gets your plays going. You can special him by discarding a water monster or just summon him normal. But either way, when he's summoned, you can send a a frog from your deck, or just a water monster from your deck to the grave, so you can send Ronin Totem or Dupe Frog, and then you can use him for overlay. Then you got 3 Ronin Totem. He's one of your targets to discard or to send from deck to grave, and you banish a frog from grave to summon him out, so you just get those rank 2 plays going. And then your last frog is Dupe Frog. When he's out, he's the only one they can attack, and you use that very rarely, but it's just another overlay material and another discard target, and he's just the 3rd best frog, in my opinion. Then I run 3 Kaijus. I changed this one to Gameciel, so I had 2 Gameciel in this, but this worked out. You can swing over this one with your boss monster, you pop these with your boss, and it just worked out really well. It got rid of all the stuff that I couldn't stop. And then finally 2 Maxi, draw power. Everybody specials in this game except for Monarchs, but there weren't that many Monarch players today, so it worked out. Then onto the extra deck, you're running, and you have a lot of room in here to work because there aren't enough rank 2s yet. You run 3 Paleozoic Anomalocaris. This is a great boss monster. It's unaffected by monster effects. It takes 3 or more level 2s to summon it, but you usually just use 3. And so it's unaffected by monster effects. If a trap is sent from your side field to the grave, even after you activate it, like Yatagarasu, then you excavate the top card of your deck and add it to your hand if it was a trap, and if not, it just goes to grave. So it's nice to have frogs in grave from that effect, just to banish them from rodent totem. And if it has a trap as material, which most likely it will, you detach one and pop a card on the field, and that was winning games. Like, nobody's business. And you can do that during either player's turn, so it's a quick effect. Then you run one, number 96 Dark Mist. This card's okay. I just use it when I can only get frogs out, and I was just needed something good to overlay into. If it battles, it cuts the opposing monster's attack in half and then gains it, so it's fine. It's not really necessary for the deck. You need 3 of these. I just didn't have a third, but it worked out great. Takes 2 level 2s, and then anything that attacks or is attacked by this, you detach one and bounce it, and it can't be destroyed by battle. So you just swing into big things and take a little bit of damage, but then you get rid of that shit. Then you run 2 Cat Shark. I only had 1 today. I wish I had 2. While it has water material, it can't be destroyed by battle, so you drop this in defense, and then you detach 1, target a monster, and double its attack. So you just double this guy's attack, because, you know, your other boss monster, he's unaffected by monster effects, but you double this guy, swing for 4,000, and Cat Shark just, so good. Guy didn't read it and swung into my monster and took a bunch of damage earlier. And then I got these 2 in here. They are garbage. You really don't need them. Just like bump up Cat Shark to 3, bump up Cavalry to 3. But I just use these to rank up into F0. I don't have it, actually, but a friend let me borrow for the tournament. So that's all these are here for. If you find a better rank 2, toss these in the garbage. Like, they are literally worthless in this deck. And then once you run out of material, just rank up into Downer Magician in your main phase 2. She worked out pretty well. I got some piercing damage in through a Battle Fader that someone dropped, so it turned out. And then I run 2 Synchros for that Shape Sister. They're just an option. Like, you never know, and there was plenty of room, so I still have a spot open for F0 in the deck. So like, you just add what you think works. Like, these 2 are just an option. And then I'm going to show some of the side deck, because you can run Light Imprisoning Mirror. I'd have this at 3 if I had the copies of it, but definitely run that. I had 2 copies of Shadow Imprisoning, and these, like, all 3 of these were just helping me win games. 2 Mask of Restrict. Of course, this is gonna, and a Fog King, and this stuff is gonna go down once Monarch gets hit, but they were working out well. It's just more trap, and the fact with these is that it's just more traps that were going off. And I think the last one, and a Mistake, you can actually main this. I might replace one or 2 cards in the deck with another Mistake, because it doesn't hurt me at all, and it just shuts down some decks. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I definitely recommend trying this deck out. It's super cheap. Like, this boss monster you can pick up for 30 cents right now online, and all of these are 10 cents. So you can build a cheap version. I spent just a little bit of money on this just because I got it really early on. But definitely check it out. It's going to be doing some stuff once Treat Toad and the next set of Invasion of Venom comes out. It's going to really change the deck. So watch out for this. Side against this. Throw in some Royal Decrees or a Jinzo. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Expect a lot more and a lot of varied deck profiles, because we've got a lot of really good players in this group. So that's it for this. I'll see you guys next time.